All right, here's what we're doing. It's 3:20 a.m. and we are headed to the airport. Flying to Memphis for the weekend, then flying back to Florida with my mom, actually, who's coming down to stay for a week. Man, it's early. Hey, at least the traffic isn't horrible. I have no idea what gate I'm at, so I'm gonna have to check that out over here. Looks like we're on time and good to go.
Please exit for gates 100 through 129.
One drawback to flying this early is that everything is closed. So there's nowhere to get a bite to eat or anything to drink much. Even the Starbucks was closed. It's rare that I fly to Memphis without a direct flight. I do have a stopover in Atlanta, but I do not have to change planes, so that's the good part. So I'm probably just gonna stay put on the plane, maybe get a better seat. That's about it. A little rainy and overcast here in Atlanta. So I did manage to move up and get a better seat. I moved up to the second row, got a window seat, and the layover was for about an hour. There was only maybe 20 people continuing on to Memphis from Atlanta. So the wait wasn't too bad. It was nice to be able to stretch out, stretch my legs. And we are up and on our way to Memphis. Most of the flight was really smooth. It was actually a lot less crowded than the leg from Orlando to Atlanta. That was packed like sardines. This was much nicer. But the closer we got to Memphis, the drearier it got. The clouds got thicker, and once we started to come into land, you could see just how much it's been raining the last few days, like really, really bad. The reason for this unplanned trip back to Memphis was actually because one of my best friend's moms had passed away last month, and they're having the memorial service this weekend. She was like a mom to me as well, so we've all really felt that loss. I made it safe here to Memphis. I'm on the ground. Not like literally laying on the ground, but I'm here
feet on the ground in Memphis. And it's 41 degrees and raining, not the 85 degrees it was when I left. So, bit of an adjustment. But it's always good to be back, even if it's just for a short period of time. Still don't recognize this new concourse. Looks totally different.
And yet, this part of the airport looks exactly the same. Hasn't changed a bit. I actually did kind of grow up in this whole airport. I've been flying out of here since I was 10. The very first flight I ever took was with my grandparents back in May of 1977. I flew to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for a high school graduation for one of my cousins. A lot of fond memories in this building. Now it's time to go out and brave this cold.
Yeah, this is no joke. Whew. See my breath there. Wow, it's cold. And my dad's here. Time to get picked up and out of this cold.
The Friday night staple for dinner, for more years than I can count, for my parents, is Memphis Pizza Cafe. So that's where we're headed. Sometimes they get a sandwich, sometimes they get the pizza. They have a lot on their menu. It's a really good place.
Not officially a place in Memphis unless you have an Elvis poster on your wall. You ready for your close-up? That was that salad.
Very good, thank you.
He's a little bit more kind to the camera than this one. See, he's friendly and he waves. Like, get that camera out of my face.
The turkey and Swiss sandwich here is always one of my favorites. So that's what I went with tonight. Good stuff.
Back out into the rain and the cold and the sirens. Well, as usual, the pizza cafe was good.
It's always good.
Always good, yep. So it's always Friday night, every Friday night. Don't mess with the schedule. Another dreary, cold, rainy Memphis winter day.
My good friend Brian and I took a couple of hours tonight to rehearse a couple of songs that he had written about his mom who recently passed away. We're going to be performing these at the memorial service tomorrow.
She's one of a kind.
And like I said, you've not been to Memphis unless you get stopped by a train. So that's what's happening this morning. And it is a balmy 44 degrees with rain. So weather's not picking up any.
My friend Brian and his sister rented out one of the theaters inside the Paradiso, and were showing The Terminator, which was one of their mom's favorite films. It's just a chance for everyone to sort of meet up and gather together a few hours before the actual graveside service.
It is a day for reunions. I'm seeing some folks, friends of mine that I haven't seen in some cases in decades, 15, 20 plus years. So it's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool to see everybody.
I'm gonna move it back and forth. I think this is it. It's anybody. Ain't nobody like her. You'll never find nobody like her. She's one of a kind.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
For sequels.
Yeah, because we're playing him
I know emotional
before it works.
They were doing him like
If it's
it was like he was a toddler because his world experience was basically eating rats and crawling in rubble.
What other rated R movies can we take it to?
And it started raining like crazy when we were in the movie. So now I get to come out here by myself because we forgot to bring the umbrellas in with us. Good job. Good job. Well done.
What do we place beneath this?
Following the ceremony, a bunch of us went up to just basically right down the street to Corky's BBQ. This place has been in the basically a staple of the Memphis barbecue circuit for about 40 years now. It's pretty much world famous, I would say. I decided to just go with a house salad because I've got dinner plans with Mom and Dad coming up with less than a couple of hours. So I just wanted to go to just have more time to visit with everybody.
She'll look at me and she'll perk her ears up, and she kind of has that.
Well, it's been a long day, but it's been good. A lot more to go though. I just got done with lunch. Saw some people I haven't seen in years, sometimes decades. It was great. Had a lot of fun. Now going to dinner with Mom and Dad at some new Mexican place. I don't even know the name of it. Check out what that is, and then I'm gonna head over and visit with my friend, my friend David, and have a great time tonight too. So anyway, that's what's going on now. This is the new Saturday Mexican place, Salsa. So we're gonna check it out, see if it's up to par.
I decided to order from the a la carte menu. I got 2 beef tacos and a side of rice. Now the beef is not ground beef, it's shredded beef. And it was really, really good. So definitely 2 thumbs up. These were way better than the tacos I had back in December at La Hacienda. Definitely advantage salsa.
And there it is, we're leaving Salsa. I give it my stamp of approval. It was The tacos there were way better than La Hacienda. I like La Hacienda, but the tacos I tried last time versus the tacos this time, these were way better.
Shredded beef instead of ground beef.
Yeah, shredded beef instead of ground beef, which that's an improvement. Yeah, it was just better overall. I like the atmosphere. It was clean. It was a good place. Definitely a nice change of pace.
Okay, so what's happening here is this is David and I reacting to videos of our band that we had together in the 90s. We're watching this videos for the first time in 25 plus years, almost 27 years. I recently had digitized some old VHS tapes that I've been holding on to since the 90s. And this is the first time we've seen this since the late 90s.
What Brian's doing? Like, look at
Yeah, he's just flying around. It's still not over because I love this riff.
Well, back at the airport, headed home. I have a special guest with me this time. I'm not traveling alone. Mom's going with me. She's going to be spending the week down in Orlando, so we got a lot of fun stuff planned for the week. Looking forward to it. They really have done a great job with this redesign on the airport. Really like how it looks now. It's very modern. We've stepped into the 21st century at last. Officially back in Orlando now, so that's going to end the Orlando trip and begin Mom's trip to Orlando because she's here with me. As you see her back there, sneaking around, hiding behind me. So thanks for watching. See you next time.